Good evening. What's going on?
How are you?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, it feels like it, right?
Yeah,
It's been a week.
almost a full week. Yeah, people were asking, "Are you guys okay?"
I know. I saw that. I
Yeah,
saw that
yeah,
comment.
yeah. We're okay, man.
We've got a.
Okay, just got to get time together to do this.
That's the hard part. I've got a special guest tonight.
Really? That's a surprise for me.
You can't see her because she's so black.
Oh, oh.
Can you see it? Hold on. Hang on.
It's so tender.
It's so dark.
What's her name?
We don't fucking know. It's just not. Nothing has felt right. We've tried so many, and it's like you say it in your head, and you're like, "That's perfect," and then you say it out loud, and you're like, "Nah." It's just
We need a name for this dog here. What kind of dog is it?
It's a lab. It's a black lab. It's a female, but we're not opposed to really any name.
I thought it was a bird dog.
It is a bird dog.
Oh, labs are bird dogs? I didn't know.
Yeah. So labs are a really good dynamic of if you want a bird dog and a family pet, right? Because there's a balance. Like if I wanted just a straight up bird dog,
yeah,
I would have went German short hair pointers. They are very good family dogs.
They're the bird dog though, right?
They're a really good pointer and flusher and fetcher and all that. But man, they can be. I've had one. My buddy had one. I've had them interaction with them for a long time. They can be hit or miss. So
wow,
little labs are good, and she's going to go back to training in a couple months with the same guy who bred her. So we'll see. But yeah, Brandon's right. It's technically a Labrador Retriever. So technically, but
yeah, I guess that makes sense, huh?
So what I thought about, as you know, I found this, right?
Oh, the HK knife.
Yeah. So what I took it out. It's brand new, stuck it in my pocket, and just went, you know what? There's a better way to do this. So because my wife is really starting to hate me about this name thing, anybody who can think of a name that fits, that I agree on and my wife likes, I'll send you that fucking knife.
What? You're going to give away that knife?
Why not?
Flip it. Show it. I want to see it. I want to see what they're playing for.
It does not have the it doesn't have the smoothest action or anything.
Oh, so it's a thumb flipper.
It is. But it's I don't know if you can read that, but it says on the blade it says HKX-15-TN Solingen, Germany.
It's made in Germany, huh?
And then on the outside it says HK, it says designed by Heckler and Koch. So or Koch, depending on how you say it.
Yep.
So yeah.
That's awesome.
I don't know what it is. So we were we thought about Dakota. We've literally crossed so many names, man. It's unreal. We're trying to stay with 2 syllables simply because everything that I know, 2 syllables work better for dogs because they either respond to the first or last syllable. So you could do 3, but it's just too long to say. So we had Liberty, which ended up being Liberty, and it just
wasn't right, huh?
Just doesn't work, man. So we'll see.
What about like Sig?
Yeah, so I've had a dog named Sig. There's a list, so we're gonna have to keep a list.
How about High Point?
Poor thing.
No,
you're better than that, aren't you? You're better than a High Point. She deserves better. Okay, she's right. I won't. It just doesn't. None of them have felt right. So, and for those of you that don't know, yesterday was St. Patrick's Day, right? It was also the lady who's been braiding all your shirts' birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Yeah.
Veronica. That's awesome. Did she celebrate by braiding more, or did you actually do something fun?
No. Her parents came over and she made shirts. So,
Made shirts for her birthday or made shirts for DPS?
Probably it was just a mixture of mainly
Mm.
DPS shirts, but that's all right.
Wow. That's I guess that's her way of celebrating. That sounds okay. I'm okay with that.
Mom life, right? Work life.
Yeah. Brandon came up with a name.
Soul Glow.
Yeah, that's a little strange.
You got to remember, I have to be able to take like people, clients, friends hunting with this dog and say it without going. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that could be a problem.
she's getting fussy. She might go up.
Is she?
My wife just said bunny.
How old is she now?
9, almost 10 weeks.
There you go.
She has time. That's what I was telling her. It's like we have time. We don't. She is not a human child where we have to fill out a birth certificate. I've got plenty of time to decide this. So she did just say bunny, which is kind of weird.
Thomas Jackson sent me a message today talking about the PDP. You know, the new Walther PDP.
Mm-hmm.
It is available to purchase right now at a retailer.
Well, no, don't say it. Don't say it on here. Let's get ours first, and then we can release it. Fuck these.
Here, I'll send it to you. Is it still available? Yep, in stock.
Yeah.
Let me copy the link, and I'll send it to you. And then you guys can.
Let's order it real quick, and then we will do it. So
there you go.
The sequel to Coming to America sucked.
Really?
I had very high hopes for that. Is it too politically correct compared to the last one? Is probably what I guess.
So I sent you that link. I should just buy it right now.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
Sorry, guys. You're going to be on hold for about 3 to 5 seconds.
I've never seen this vendor before, but I'm going to.
So as long as it's a vendor that I can buy from,
I'll use a credit card, right? If something happens, I'll
dispute it, no problem. But I want to be able to send it to my own maximum quantity is 1.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All right.
But it's a PDP though that you can't find right now.
Yeah.
Except for this vendor, for some reason, has a bunch.
It's pretty cool. Hey, and they take payments.
Nova, whatever.
Yeah. So how does that work exactly? How does that work on a firearm, right? If you don't pay,
don't know.
They're going to repo it?
I have no idea. So products that are current FFL will be shipped to the FFL you choose. This is your shipping address. I don't know my FFL shipping address. So
I'm gonna.
You know what? I'm not gonna do this.
No, we got time. Nobody cares. I'm just kidding.
I can multitask though because I've got it all down.
Brandon, you can't see some of the comments because some of them are from YouTube.
Yep.
And
everybody should be on YouTube.
We can see them all because whoever comments, we see them all, whether it be YouTube or Facebook. But the viewers can only see the comments based on whatever platform they're at. So, yeah, there you go. And I got a sweet knife today.
Yeah,
it's a Chavez. It has a Punisher skull on it.
You do what you do. Buddy.
Okay, so the logo is actually a skeleton key, but he cut off everything else to fit it, so it looks like just a skull. But it is a skeleton. His logo is a skeleton key,
which is a little bit way cooler than what.
So, and this one is made by Riot, which is a Chinese company. And the reason why he went there is so he can bring a higher production out to people, because what he usually does are custom knives. And this is just a more affordable variant of his knife. And it is more affordable and also higher quantities. So there it is. It's a Tonto blade.
So what's more affordable for people? Like, what are we talking? Because
This one is $350,
Okay, so yeah, that's not an insane knife.
and you can see the logo is a skeleton key.
I don't hate that. I like that knife. It looks big though. I guess it's not
It
huge.
makes over 3 inches, 3.5.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. And it's drop shut, which is awesome. You want that in a nice knife. If you're paying for big money,
Yeah, that's
you want a drop shut action. Well, I
don't
guess
know one of
to a
those.
certain extent you want drop shot action. There's some that aren't drop shot that's still pretty expensive. But yeah, this is a sweet knife, man. When I was tinkering with it today, I was like, this is really solid. Too bad Riot can't make something like this themselves. But instead of getting a licensed product by a designer to make, but it's awesome. So you can order the gun, huh?
Yeah, we're done. Sorry about that, guys. That was a delay. That's my fault.
Lucky you.
You
Yeah,
do?
this is a sweet knife. It feels good, man. And when people talk about hot spot, it's like spots where it hurts when you grab a knife. You know,
Yeah.
let's say you're cutting. Let's say you're cutting and you have hot spots. Usually the clip right here is the hot spot, but that's the way it goes.
I've never picked up any knife to cut, even like skinning a deer or something, and went, "Ow!" Maybe I'm just not gripping it hard enough.
Well, when you're skinning a deer, are you using a fixed blade?
No.
Oh, you're using a folder, huh?
Yeah. But you're usually holding it.
Yep.
So maybe that's the difference.
Maybe.
Man, I just realized black shirt on black background does not work. Why haven't y'all told? I feel like I'm on a green screen and you can only see my hands.
I got a half face in too.
Which one is that?
This is the Ryu, like Ken and Ryu from Street Fighter.
Okay. Oh, that's cool. Hey, I have one. I have a couple of those.
It looks stabby.
I think I have a not that handle. I've got.
So this one's good for deer, right?
Yeah. Oh, their stuff is like perfect for skin. They're so sharp.
Oh, really? They come super sharp, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't really cut much with their knives yet.
Yeah, those are some stupid sharp blades.
Really? I'm gonna have to try it out. It is pokey.
I think I have some of the. I think I have that model, but different. I can't keep track of all their. Yeah, hang on. I can't keep track of all their stuff. Let me grab.
Yeah,
it.
I like their stuff. I mean, this sold out so fast. I had to jump on it so quick. The cool thing about them is their sheath.
Yeah.
Their sheath is felt lined. I don't know if you can see it. It's felt lined. So when you open and close, it's super quiet.
Yeah.
You don't hear the kydex clicking.
Oh no, these are different. Okay, so this one is an OD green pokey.
Oh, that's the subhuman piece of shit.
It works for me. I believe you.
Yeah.
Okay, this might be the same knife. No, this is slightly different.
Yep, that's the subhuman.
So it's not the same. I honestly, when I see a half face drop, I just click on the stuff that looks cool. I don't know the models or anything. I need to start learning. Knives aren't my thing right now yet.
So Mitchell's buddy in high school got his driver's license. Shirt matched the blue background, so it's like a floating head. That's kind of funny.
That's kind of a
Did he mean to do that, or was it purely by accident?
Yeah. Man, I'm going to have to change on screen.
I'm gonna have to get my wife to bring me a shirt. I don't like this.
Let's see nudity here.
I mean,
I'll take my shirt off. Hey,
did you ever get the hats I sent you?
Yes, I did.
Oh, cool.
They're sitting right over there. I should have grabbed them. But,
okay, good. Just making sure you got them.
I like them. I do.
Yeah.
I do want some dad hats.
Dad hats are hard.
are they? Just
I hate dad hats though because I look like crap with dad hats.
Do these.
Classics.
The same one that these are.
Mm-hmm.
They're like a $4 hat, $3 hat. No, I guess these are the adjustable flex straps, so they're probably like $10, $12 hats, sadly. But it's worth
Hold on, my daughter's calling me.
it. Yeah, go ahead. Half face blade German. Do you remember when I ordered my first? Jesus. I've never waited for a knife. I like knives. I just don't wait. I don't go on waiting lists. He's saying it took a year for him to get a knife.
Dude, I remember when Travis got his. I was like, "You paid how much for a knife?" And I was carrying a Kershaw, like a $13 Kershaw. I'm like, I don't need that. This 13. But my thing is, what I do is I just cut boxes open, right? And for me to pay $400 or whatever for a knife is, And now,
fast forward a couple years, and
fast forward a couple years, and I'm bored with firearms. Now I gotta fill that void, so now it's all knives.
Man, so that knife I sent you. What was the brand? Started with the G, Gav something.
Gapco, yeah,
That's
sweet.
And it's not inflated. It's for what they sell it for when you catch the Instagram drops. That's what it was.
Yeah, they're expensive.
I'm so tempted, but the reason I don't is just like right now. I was able to just buy that a legitimate pistol for that. Now,
Right.
I don't know. I've got to fill this gun wall somehow. So I'm just gonna start chipping away.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it. You're gonna do a gun wall, huh?
It's gonna be right here. This is gonna be gone.
What are you gonna do with all the patches?
Well, that's what I was thinking about. So the way those walls are set up, I think I can figure out a way to basically just hang a long, thin strip, like maybe down the middle, and just put the patches in a line, like maybe 2-3 deep, kind of staggered.
That's not bad. Mitchell, funny you say that. Travis, that just commented about half face blade. I saw him at the store the other day. He's like, hey, he's working on his archery stuff, right? Getting his, getting some new wire on his bow or whatever. And I'm like, oh, I shouldn't get into that. He's like, don't do it.
It's fun. I enjoy archery because, like, we live in town with very little work, and you can set up a safe bow range in your backyard and just sit out there and shoot.
Yeah, I seen a tenant do that in his the front driveway.
It's popular, man.
Kind of weird. He kept shooting his bow at this little cube, like massive cube. I was like, okay.
I like it. I like bow hunting a lot. I've taken a couple deer, a lot of pigs, stuff like that. It's different.
Bow hunting a grizzly. How about that?
I would bow hunt a grizzly. I mean, I'm gonna have a big ass sidearm on me. But
someone standing next to you with a big...
you have to, because unless you just are the perfect shot and you hit him just lucky, you're tagging that grizzly and he's gonna try to find where it came from.
Mitchell, you went above and beyond. My wife told me to stop buying archery supplies, so I bought the archery shop. That's intense, man.
That's cool.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, but now it's for research purposes. It's a business expense. So,
well, yeah, it's a business, So, yeah, if I get into archery, I'm gonna go in deep, and I'm afraid that's gonna happen.
You can. The thing I've learned, I want to buy a crossbow, right? But what I've learned, and I'm no archery expert, what I've learned is the crossbow shooters are kind of like the Anderson owners of the bow world. Because you're not drawing, right? You don't actually have to draw back. You just lock it back. Unless you're older or have something to where you can't hold the draw, I don't know. I've been shunned for even bringing up crossbows. But
it's funny. Quite a few years back at our college, at our local community college, this kid who was this professor's kid, right? He's like an adult kid, I think. I can't remember. He went to his dad's classroom. He got pissed off at his dad and used a crossbow and shot his dad in the classroom.
Like in school?
Yeah, in the school.
Jesus.
And something happened. I don't know if he got shot or if he stabbed himself or something. He was dying too. I don't know if he got shot by the cops or what. I can't remember. But it was crazy.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, and like it shut the whole school down, obviously, because it was a school shooter, right?
Really?
But it was just against his dad.
How does one? I don't know. I guess I always wonder how people get inside schools with stuff like that. But at the same time, you do it in the middle of class. What are the odds of somebody seeing you? You know.
Well, I mean, he just walked in and did it, right? And I think the dad tried to talk him down a little bit, but he still shot him.
See, Thomas, I can see where you're coming from, but I don't know. I don't. I don't know that that's. I mean, I can see a broadhead going through. It's slower. It's a little bit more gory, but I don't know the right round. That's a either way. That's a bad day.
Yeah, man. No thanks.
Well, let's see here.
So now you know it's Brandon, huh?
What's that?
Oh, Brandon, who?
Eason?
Oh,
I don't know.
you can't close a wound with a bow unless it's not a broadhead, right? There's a lot of those
I don't know, man. It's just
puncture ones out there too.
I don't want to be in front of any arrow or bullet.
Okay, so it is okay. It's Eason. I was about to say it's kind of
Yeah.
cautious to assume.
I mean, even a knife fight, I don't want to be in.
No, I don't want to be in a fist fight right now. Like
Yeah, nothing. I don't want to be in anything.
I don't want to wreck on my rollerblades tomorrow in the street.
right. I don't even want to be in like a car accident. Right? I don't want to get hurt.
This is the biggest fear when it comes to shooting a bow. Is the splinter? Have you seen if you want to Google something gross that's way worse than people eating that canned fish, when you draw back and the arrow, the shaft splits and just shrapnel through your wrist.
Oh, dude.
It's bad.
Nope.
Yeah, it's bad.
Oh, the spa shooting. Did you hear about that? They said it was like a hate crime in Atlanta. So this 21-year-old white dude goes into an Asian massage parlor.
Okay.
He shoots up eight ladies, kills them all.
Why?
Don't know. The police say it's not racially motivated, but news kind of says it's racially motivated. But I think he just didn't get the tug he wanted, or they laughed at him.
Oh, they hit a little teeny weeny peener.
Yeah, maybe, and he couldn't take it. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot involved.
I don't.
But see, that's not a good business decision, right? If he's tiny, you don't want to make fun. You want him as a repeat customer because that doesn't hurt, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess. Yeah, I mean that's fair. It's just kind of like you're just there. It's a little.
Yeah.
Money's money, right? If you're doing it, you're probably not enjoying it anyway.
He was a sex addict and blamed them.
He didn't get his stimulus fast enough, so he wasn't able to pay for more, probably. Which, okay, I get it. Would suck.
Okay, if you're an addict, get a girlfriend.
Yeah, but odds are the people like that probably can't. Like, I mean, or in their minds, the girls that they would get are kind of like snow piggy. So they're like, oh, I'm too good.
What's a snow pig?
It's a dangerous game. Fat chick in the cold weather. I don't know. That's, I mean, just and not very kind verbiage for a female. But if the
it's like the opposite of snow bunny.
Yes, that's a good way to put it. That's probably what I should have led with. It's like, if the little curly tail fits, you know who you are.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, exactly. For everyone involved, there was no happy ending.
But why take out all 8?
I don't know. I think he just went in shooting. I don't know.
That's pretty fucked up, man.
Okay, what massage industry has 8 masseuses ready to go at one point?
So yeah,
that makes no sense.
That was my next question. Were there any other like people in there just like sitting there just getting taken care of, and all of a sudden,
Oh, that's true, huh? It says it didn't say all 8 were workers.
I mean,
They
that's
could have
all
been
I'm saying.
customers.
Hang on, let me change real quick. I'm gonna knock this mic down. I've been trying to figure out a way to do it, but y'all can get fucked.
Oh, wow!
If I
First
would take
you
an
buy a
extra
gun and not pay attention to this, and now you're getting nude and not letting us see.
if I'm getting nude on camera, it's going to be for some sort of donations.
Dang, some were customers that died.
See, that's kind of what I
Man.
figured. That's more realistic.
That's definitely not a happy ending for them.
Well, it depends. Were they mid? Did they just finish? Because there's worse way to go.
Ah, that's
Two
bad news.
spas?
Hmm.
What the fuck? Anyway, well, that's bad news.
Well, that kid has issues, man.
So
21 years old.
Did he get arrested, or did he like kill
Oh, yeah.
himself? Or,
Oh no, he got arrested. He's going to be charged for at least 8 murders, right?
So how do I'm not even talking media. The police are saying it's not racially motivated, which means I'm kind of with them. But why go there? Why?
So now he's going to be in prison, right?
Yeah.
If he's a sex addict, this is one way of stopping that cold turkey.
Is it though?
He
If
might
he's
be on
a
the
real
receiving
addict,
end.
he's gonna find it.
He's going to be on the receiving end. He's not a big kid.
That's real. I don't know. I probably would have just ended myself. I don't think I would have stuck around.
Yeah, I don't know. Something went off on his head, and he's not right.
So I wrote down some stuff this week that I was thinking about. Let me find them here.
Oh, okay, what's that?
Just bullshit nonsense. Let's see. Okay. All right. So you want to talk I got a couple really controversial topics that really aren't controversial in my mind. They just seem to be in the fucking gun community because, dude, the pussification of America is getting awful.
Mm-hmm.
It's terrible. So the first one, which is a fun topic, is this stimulus check, right?
Yeah.
I see all these fucking posts. Well, I'm gonna take my $1,400 and invest it in guns. Like, I get it. Don't get me wrong. If we were getting it, that's probably what I would spend it on. However, my point is, what if every patriot that's talking all this shit about the government and this and that? You're literally selling out. You're taking money that's
from the government, yeah.
Yeah, that's just made to kind of pacify you while they do other shit. They're not even hiding that.
Mm-hmm.
But $1,400 is a good bit of money. I get it.
Sure.
But imagine if every fucking patriot sent that money back to the fucking IRS, just mailed a fucking check. Here you go. Here's your $1,400, right? Mm-hmm. What would that would send a pretty powerful message. Like, or would it just be like, okay, thanks, we'll take our fucking money back, you can all get fucked?
So if you don't want to be dumb though, right? If someone's going to give you $1,400, you take it, and then you can use it for something else. If you really want to give it to them, stick it up their ass. You probably donate that to like a organization that will fight for you, right?
Yeah, and that I get, but so a lot of people have this misconception that this $1,400 is their tax payment back to them for stuff they've already paid, and that's not the fucking case. Mm-hmm. What it is you're getting $1,400 to however many, everybody, basically, even non-taxpayers, and then everyone, including the individuals who don't receive it, are going to pay that back in your place.
Eventually, yes.
Yeah. So it's like, we're really, in my eyes, all we're doing is we're showing the government that no matter what they do, as long as they throw us some magic number of fake money, because it's not even backed by anything anymore, that we'll just kind of take it, with a grain of salt. We don't need a happy ending. We'll just get rubbed raw and take it home and go buy guns. Like,
yeah,
I don't know, man. It's a little.
It's almost. I mean, obviously, it keeps devaluing the dollar, right? Because we're borrowing to pay. We're borrowing to pay the people here when we are already so much in debt, which is crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
so I don't know, man.
And then I mean, you've got guys like okay, so for instance, the guy that shot up that fucking spa, he's going to get a stimulus check,
right? Maybe to pay for his public defender, huh?
Yeah, I mean, sex offenders, people that should not even be alive are going to get a stimulus check. Immigrants who are here illegally, which I talk shit all you want. I mean, we've talked about this. My dad immigrated here.
I immigrated.
Yeah, I mean,
legally.
He did it legally. And it's like you've got a bunch of people that somehow are undocumented, but they're going to get money.
Right.
I don't know, man. The whole thing kind of irritates me because I see all these guys, I'm going to buy guns. And
if I'm going to give handouts, I'll give them myself. I don't need the government to use my tax dollars to give out handouts, right?
Yeah. Dude, that was an idea I had was, what if we can't get in front of this one, right? The money's already been sent. People that don't manage their money properly they spent that $1,400 before it even hit their bank account. But what if the gun community got together and said, hey, you guys send that money back to the government, tell them to shove it up their ass. We'll put together a fund and send everybody like $1,000 or $1,200 or try to do something. Just show us proof that you sent the money back. I mean, there'd be no way to track that, but it's awful.
Yeah, it's all these stimulus payments are actually, I think they're hurting us more than they're benefiting us.
Yeah, Thomas, dude,
as a whole, right? I mean, in the short term, yes, it's very, very rewarding, right? We can buy XYZ with this money that we got. In the long term, which for most of us is how we think, it's very kind of going to be pretty devastating.
Well, yeah, you take fake money being pumped into the economy by the trillion.
Exactly right.
And then you take inflating minimum wage, and it's like all we're doing is we're just creeping ourselves further and further into.
I mean, like 50 years ago, a lunch, it would be like less than $1, right?
So my wife in our kitchen, she has a menu up on the wall from when her grandparents, I think, went on their like first date. You can get, we were reading it the other day, you can get like steak and lobster for $12, something like that.
Yeah. And a really nice steak and lobster is going to be over $100 right now.
Oh yeah. And that's the thing.
At a restaurant. Well, with this $15 minimum wage and all these inflation that's happening, it's going to be like a $200 meal.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's the, houses you could take any part of our economy and pick it out and say, look at this. Like right now, the gun world, fine. You want to use your $1,400 to buy 1,400 rounds of 9mm, whatever.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm just bitter because we're not fucking getting it. But even if we were, I don't know what I'd do. I don't think I'd be the only person to send it back. I'm not saying I'm just some morally sound individual, but I'm saying more, what if the whole community got together and said, fuck no, keep it, Yeah,
I have a hard time seeing that happening because just like any gun law that's being passed, right? Like the last one, the pistol brace, like 40,000 people commented or said something to the ATF.
Yep.
Let's say you have this movement to give the money back out of the
40,000,
$4 million gun owners.
Yeah,
40,000 people will give it back. That's nothing.
It's not even like they waste that every minute.
Yeah, that's nothing.
But yeah, so I forget. So Thomas, do some digging and you'll see every person in our country that has some sort of a paper trail. Meaning, I don't exactly know how, but my understanding is, and I could be wrong, don't fucking quote me, I did not research this that much, but essentially, even undocumented immigrants are allowed to file to receive a stimulus package along with every other fucking benefit under the sun.
Wow.
Dude, did you see that there's an article out there? I don't remember what news thing. The Texas border alone, they just shipped, I don't remember how many, to Dallas-Fort Worth to a state buses
Of what?
Of
illegal immigrants?
Yeah. I mean, so Abbott sent the National Guard to the border to combat Biden saying everybody just come the fuck in. Like, so
man, that's a big problem, man. What's their thinking on this? You know, I'm all for immigration legally, right? Mm-hmm. If you want to come in legally, okay. Some people don't have the finances to do that. Some people can't wait to do that, right?
Yeah.
Then don't come in. You know, no other countries don't do this. Don't allow this.
No, there's not a country on the fucking planet that does. Now, if you tell me, okay, I'm coming from XYZ, I don't care what country, does not matter. XYZ, and we don't have the money. We're living in extreme poverty. We don't have this, and that. My children are starving. I do think that we should have a little bit more of an expedited process, you know, where it doesn't cost stupid money. You know, make it to where, you know, as long as they can prove they can come in and not be a debt to society, or let's say that the parents have a disabled child where that child is probably going to be taken care of by the government. Just show that one of the parents can work and at least contribute something to it. You know, I'm okay with all that, but there has to be a balance. We have such a hard entrance, yet at the same time, there's how many, probably millions of people trying to get in legally right now
and get denied, right?
Yeah. And they're just watching the news. Like, I guess I could just walk in now, but they don't want to do that because they're trying to live the true American dream, not the, you know.
Right. Yeah, that's sad. It's too bad. I don't think we'll ever combat this well because politically, one side wants just open borders, right? Just like in Europe, open borders. I mean, Europe does have open borders to a certain extent because they have like trains or whatever that goes through each country.
Yeah.
But you still have to show your passport, show your
something.
Documents, right?
Yes, something. You have to show something. And let's be honest, Europe is just kind of all just one kind of cesspool. It's not the same thing. Like, you don't hear of Americans illegally immigrating to other countries.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to go anywhere else. Everybody wants to come here, right? Which, that's cool. But we kind of have to hold someone accountable, you know? Right. So David, he said the process for his sister, mom, and myself to come here costs $2,000 each and 7 years or so. So $2,000 if you're
a lot of money.
If you're coming from a country that you're trying to get out of because you're there's whether it's inflation or whatever the case, put everybody into poverty. I mean, 7 years, that's not right. Because we know David, he's not sitting at home collecting some fucking bullshit government check, just not wanting to work.
Right.
You know, you want to give every immigrant 6 months. You get approved, here's 6 months to live. And, you know, after that, you better have a fucking job. I'm fine with that. I put taxes to that. But it is fucked up.
Yeah, it's all messed up, man. I don't know.
Yes, you can travel internationally. I've got guys that travel all over the place. Now, with COVID, there was a deal where you had to prove to be essential. But similar to the mask thing, you could pretty much type up your own letter saying that you're essential and you can go wherever you want.
Wow. So kind of like the emotional support animal. You type up something and
basically
your landlord has to allow you to have a dog, huh?
Yeah. All right. So you want to switch gears to another one that's going to piss people off?
What's that?
I'm kind of in that mood tonight.
Something just happened to my your AirPods.
What the hell? We can hear you.
Something just happened here.
Lee Tai has a massive.
Yeah, I'm back. Okay. What's that?
What?
I was
just seeing if you could hear me.
Oh yeah.
So The other thing I saw a very controversial post, and I pissed off a lot of people naturally. And remember, guys, the persona you see of me online is 60, 70% my true belief with about 30 to 40% fluff just to piss people off. So let's start by saying that. But theft in the gun community, okay? That's always a big topic.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Let's say you and I are traveling to a gun range, and for whatever reason, we have to stop at Walmart, right?
Sure.
And we take no steps to hide anything. We just leave guns and ammo, and you've got a moldy labia sticker on the back of your car, and you've got Glock and SIG and Anderson and all this shit, right? If we walk back out, if I can do like this and see gun cases and bags and all this stuff that's obviously worth something, and we get broken into while we're in Walmart, I'm not saying that it's the victim's fault. I'm simply saying, does that really sound like something we should be able to go, oh my gosh, we're such a victim. Why did this happen to us?
Oh, and that's a tough one, man.
Not for me.
So what do you think on that?
I think that the gun community builds themselves up as these, not preppers, I hate to use that term, but as these vigilant, protective sheepdog, right? We're keeping our heads on a swivel and we're staying frosty and all this bullshit. But then you advertise yourself as, having all this shit, and you don't. And I'm not saying the stickers on your car is part of the problem. I don't care about that. I do truly believe that it kind of makes you stand out. But if you want to do that, that's fine. But I'm talking not taking your gun cases and shoving it under the seat just to deter someone a little bit, Right. Every single post I've seen about people getting broken into, when you kind of drill down and read the comments, they basically left their shit on the dash while they were inside.
Yeah, and that's so I'm traveling this weekend.
Yeah.
To a course, and I thought about that. I'm like, I got to get a blanket and cover all this stuff in case someone peeks into my car.
Yeah, just don't make it obvious. I mean, dude, I travel every week, as you know, every single week.
Yeah.
And when I'm at my camper, I am behind a locked gate with barbed wire, the whole nine. I take my laptop bag, my SBR bag, my pistol, anything valuable comes out of my truck, even though it's parked right outside my camper window, behind a locked gate. I still take all my shit out. I carry it inside, no matter how big of a pain it at. And I'm just saying, it's this hypocritical mentality of we're supposed to be these trained, vigilant individuals, but then we cry and wonder why the world is evil, right? Like,
so I live in an okay neighborhood where generally theft isn't a big deal. I still take my stuff out of my car every night.
Yeah, you have to. There's times
I don't leave it in there.
Dude, there's times where I'll go pick up a bunch of guns or whatever, and I lay there in bed and I'm like, crap, did I get all of them? And I will get up and go check, and we rarely lock our back door. Like, we don't have to worry about that stuff here. But that one time, you know what I mean? You can't. I'm not saying to victim blame. Let's make that clear. I hate a thief more than anything on this planet, right?
Sure.
But how can you consciously cry online about something getting stolen and then say, well, yeah, no, I guess I didn't lock my truck, and maybe I did leave that brand new STI bag sitting on the console. Like, I don't know, man. Yeah,
I don't put any stickers on my car. I don't put anything that's gun related on display. That way, hopefully, people don't pick out my car as something that.
Yeah, dude, we've been robbed twice out of our vehicles. This was years and years and years ago when I lived in Fort Worth, right? Once in Fort Worth, Texas, and once in Waco, Texas. Both times, like he's saying, were door checkers.
Yeah.
They didn't get much. My buddy left his wallet in my truck. We had a few beers. I thought I locked it because I do the same locking. I didn't hit the right button. they got his wallet. As pissed as he was, you left your fucking wallet in someone's truck.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I hate that happened. I don't feel bad.
That's kind of weird, man. I always have my wallet on my person or it's somewhere that I know. It's never in someone else's vehicle.
I don't know, man. If I park at a hotel, I take my radar detector down and hide it in the console just to deter. Like, I won't even leave like a used backpack of any kind in the seat.
So we should like get like a diaper and then put like fake
like at the beach.
Yeah, and then just leave it open right there on our front seat.
Here's the real life hack if you want one, right? Just hear me out. You put all your valuables in a diaper.
Yeah.
Then either you take dog shit or you shit in another diaper and you wrap it around that. Who's opening that?
Life hack.
I'm not digging through poopy diaper, even if I know there's gold in there. I'll hand it to my wife and be like, "Can you look through this? I think there's money in there." But anyway, those are the two big things I got into stuff with people this week. And again,
speaking of theft, you know Tim from Military Arms, right? He bought up all these Russian SVDs. Oh, not Russian. Sorry.
No.
SVDs, right?
Yeah.
They were coming into the country.
Yep.
I think there was like 100 of them.
100. Yep. And
he bought them all up. He threw 5 on Gunbroker or his company that he's associated with, Copper Custom, and it went to the moon.
So now the backstory to that was, and I can find the clip. The backstory to that was just a few weeks prior.
Yes.
The YouTube video talking shit on people who put stuff on Gunbroker for inflated prices, right?
Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah. See if you can dig that up. But the general overview was he's sitting in his little fucking chair with his tactical gloves on, his douchebag ass fucking beanie and all this shit. I don't even know this guy. I don't like him for the 2 videos I saw. And I don't care what angle they're from. You can't go on 1 second saying, "Oh, you Gunbroker scalpers are pieces of shit and trash," and then go on the next week and say, "I'm starting the bidding at $5,000 on some fucking SVD."
Let me see if this is it.
I hate to say this. The guy hates me. Look on Goggins's Facebook. That's where
I don't even have him.
Well, don't go follow him, everybody. He hates me. I think we're.
Don't follow him. He's not. He's always.
He's a nice guy. He's just.
Yeah, but he's always posting like random things that kind of.
It's dirty.
Man, I can't find it. I don't know where it is.
Somebody send us the YouTube link to what we're talking about. Basically, somebody took a YouTube clip, tied his initial video in, then tied in his second video, and then a bunch of Facebook comments. And it's so good because, don't get me wrong, I do not like scalpers either. We all are here to make money, right?
So he bought them for what, like 4,000 or 3 or 4,000, and then
or less.
Yeah, and then he went ahead and
started the bidding at $5,000.
Yep.
Which again, Gunbroker, if you want to bid, Gunbroker is the one place where I'm kind of like, if you are dumb enough to put that much money into something, that's on you. You're not setting the price, right? But he started.
I found it. Okay. So, should we play this? It's a YouTube video.
Fuck yeah. Fuck all of them.
Okay.
What are they going to do? Sue us? He doesn't have it. Could you imagine if he tried to sue us? I mean, please. I'll wear a beanie and do the whole thing and do a YouTube video back at him.
Let's see. So in a nutshell.
Started the bids at $10K. I'm sorry.
Oh, I thought it was
look. I mean, just look at that. I don't even need you to play it, and I can tell you I don't like him.
Okay, I'm gonna play it.
Go. This is working amazing. Not really. It's not playing. You want me to try?
Can you hear it?
No, nobody. We just see him talking. I can fill in the words. So look, like
why am I hearing it and you guys aren't?
Yeah, we're not hearing it. You have to share audio.
I might have forgotten. Let me see. Let's try it again.
If not, we could do a voiceover. I'm
hello.
Yeah, I'm fairly confident that we could make that work. It'd probably be way funnier.
I might have screwed that one up here. You should have said there's no audio earlier.
I did. I said,
what about now?
For a reasonable
yes,
price.
we can hear it.
There's a lot of unscrupulous people out there that are really a blight on the 2A community that I call scalpers. These are people that will hang out at their local gun store. They'll see a case of ammunition come in or a firearm come in that they know will be popular. They'll buy it at regular prices. They'll immediately take it to a place like Gunbroker and sell it for, $1,000 more than it's worth. And they're capitalizing and feeding that endless cycle of panic buying. And those people are disgusting to me.
Disgusting.
So we need to tone it down a little bit. There are good gun shops out there. Copper is a gun store where we do sell rifles like the one you're looking at right here that are at regular market prices. Now, if you go over to Gunbroker, it's going to be significantly higher.
4 to 6 weeks later.
So the importer, Trident, brought these in. There's 100 of them. I know Copper has some of these available. They're going to be available on Gunbroker. So the market is going to decide the price on these rifles. They're going to start off, I believe, at $5,000, and then the bids will go from there.
2 hours later.
All 100 of these rifles will be sold through Gunbroker.
So, okay, pause it right here. Can you? Oh, it's all right.
Okay.
Okay, so everybody, my understanding of that price we saw, right? I really am not completely understanding what happened. Did people hack the system and bring it to that?
To the $10 million mark?
Yes.
So I think they probably created fake accounts and then just bid it up and never pay. And then they're going to stiff arm the Copper Customs with the fees, right? Because Gunbroker obviously has to
2%.
charge fees for.
Well,
yeah,
2% on basic, and it can go up from there. So yeah, I mean, theoretically, they could have close to $100,000, $200,000 in fees.
But they can always dispute that they never paid, and obviously it won't make sense, right? Because what gun's worth 10 million? No gun is worth 10 million right now.
But the power, right? Okay, so
power of the internet.
Just hear me out. Take it back to the government check thing, right? The power of the fucking gun community it's silly. How much time would it have taken for somebody to bid that up to $10 million?
No, not a lot. You get two people, they could just keep bidding each other up, right?
You don't think Gunbroker flags? I feel like they would flag if you started doing it. Well, they do now, right?
No, probably now. This probably never happened before, right?
So good. This is basically the GameStop of our industry.
To the moon, man. It went to the moon. Highest gun ever.
Keep going. I want to watch it. So it says 5 are on Gunbroker.
All these rifles
yeah.
will be on Gunbroker. That's funny.
The music is so good.
Yeah. I can't barely read any of this. I would have to slow all this down.
So basically, okay, you can pause it real quick. I know this part. I read this part. So basically what happened was apparently when they first talked about importing these, someone created a list. Someone on behalf of Copper started to create a list based on, client relationships and things like that. So when these guns arrived, the guys on the list were like, hey, we were supposed to get first dibs on these, and they completely flipped the script and basically tried to pull the person that began, or the person that started that list was not authorized to do so. And they, by everything I've read, they were absolutely. So they're backtracking in a lot of ways.
Yeah. This video is almost over. There's like 9 seconds left.
I can't read any of that.
That's funny.
Oh, the next one looks interesting. No.
So
yeah, I mean,
has he posted a video since then?
Dude, he's probably hiding under a fucking rock right now because okay, so let's say
He hasn't posted video.
Of course not. Let's say you're Copper, right? Right now, you're the owner of Copper.
Yeah.
And you're sitting there and you're like, man, I've got this. Let's be honest. He's a fucking douche. Just look at the way he's dressed, right? In the first
Well, I liked him in the very beginning. Maybe like, I want to say 5 years ago. Maybe
I've
longer
never
than
watched
that.
a single video other than
And he was okay. And then he started getting very political and very, very weird. And that's when I stopped watching.
Okay. So he started at one point. He not sold out, but he kind of played into the game, right? Which I understand that. What I don't understand is how do you put a video out saying these people are trash, go buy our rifles.
He does it.
And then, oh, hey, fuck y'all.
Hypocrites, man. Hypocrites. When they see money, right? Things change. Just like politicians. When they see money, things change, right?
So the any publicity is good publicity. Do you think that stands right now? Because I don't.
I bet you people are going to the store to buy them.
Do you?
Yeah. I mean, we know a couple of people that go to Copper, right? I bet you.
Well, I do not see his actions as a direct reflection on Copper. I don't know the company. As far as a company is concerned, I would never judge. Well, remember when Lee was on, we had the same conversation, right? I would never judge a company based on one individual, depending on his. Lee taught me that, depending on his level within the company.
Right.
Who is he to them? Is he part owner? Is he just a shill? Is he just a dude that
he was part owner at some point, and then I think he probably sidestepped a little bit.
Well, and now especially, but
yeah,
I mean, he's trying to sell people whatever rifle that was. We could have broke the parts down. It's not really worth it, but it had a Vortex Spark AR on it. I could have told you that just looking at it, which, of course, those aren't selling on Gunbroker for a lot. They're kind of shitty. So
yeah, Charles, I think you're right.
What?
I think he's like a big conspiracy guy.
I mean, the NRA is shit too. Let's start there. But they were trying to kill him?
He thought. That's what he's like.
Oh, okay. So he's the one that thought they were trying to kill. Okay. I feel like if the NRA wanted you dead, they're big enough to.
Yeah, they probably have enough money to do that. Well, I don't know about now, but probably still do.
Yeah. I mean, I know my grandpa paid into a lifetime membership, and he was all proud of that 25 years ago, and now it's not so much.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah. So imagine you're the owner of Copper. You're sitting back, and I can't
shitstorm happens.
Oh, they're getting tagged how many times a second when this was going on?
But it's not just the AKs that went up in pricing. No. Every single item that Copper Custom has put up on Gunbroker is at 10 million.
that makes it. I feel bad. Again, I feel bad for the business because if I own the business and some douchebag that I let have a YouTube channel and say my name to help me sell stuff, that sucks. That's not cool. But hey, they smelled that coming. They smelled what the cock was cooking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was crazy, man. Hey, I'm so glad I am not dealing with that problem.
Yeah, that's why I don't have what's the word? Not shills is an awful example. I hate using that term, but that's why I don't have marketing people because it scares the shit out of me.
Yeah, you don't know what's going to happen.
I'm bad enough. I don't need to have anybody else that's worse.
To make it worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wayne wants another pool. He ain't paying for it, man. I don't know who Wayne is, but cool.
Oh, Wayne LaPierre, NRA CEO or head of NRA?
I'm really bad about following shit like that, man.
Yeah. I think it was brought out that he would use NRA funds to buy a bunch of his suits, super expensive suits. It was his uniform, right?
Oh yeah, $15,000, $20,000 suits is a business.
And they don't even look that good, man. I've had custom suits.
No, I mean you can get a decent suit for $2,000, a very fucking nice one. You don't have to spend $20,000.
No.
LaPierre.
Funny thing is, about I want to say 20 years ago,
Mhm.
maybe longer than that. Wayne LaPierre was in Wyoming at my uncle's house
I
for a
believe that.
fundraiser. For a fundraiser.
But 20 years ago, the NRA was a completely different organization.
Yeah.
20 years ago, you could be proud to say that you supported the NRA. Now, they kind of tread.
I think 20 years ago is when I got my lifetime membership.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I think that's probably when my grandpa bought his.
Yeah. Pretty crazy. I don't know.
You have another
mean-
knife to talk about? Because I got to pee. I did so good on the last 4 videos, dude.
Yes, I
I did
do.
so good. So good.
Let's talk about natural micarta. Natural, not natural micarta, natural G10 material. It's like a jade color. I don't know if you guys know what jade, the stone. It's like a green. So it's kind of greenish. It's all the lights hitting it right now, so it's more white, but it's like a greenish color. This is my thing. I love this jade color. So this is something obscene knife. I don't think it's not very well known, but it's a super nice knife. Something obscene. I like their logo. It's a fist with a lightning bolt in there, and then there's like brass knuckles on the bottom there. But this was made by Riot too, and the action's super smooth. Let's see. Oh, I just kind of cut my nail there. Let's do that again without hurting myself here. It's drop shut too. It was made by Riot, so Riot's so good. I wish all their knives were kind of like this, Riot's, instead of they're kind of like almost too fancy looking when they design it themselves. But yeah, this is something obscene knife. It's pretty cool. I didn't know about them until I started researching some more jade scales, and then I saw this knife. I was like, "Oh, this is awesome!" And I like the logo, and it's made by Riot. I'm in. And and the clip is a lightning bolt.
It's very Harry Potter of them.
No, I don't have a mammoth tooth knife. I think
I have one.
Nighthawk Custom's selling some right now.
So, okay. They are. Those are the same ones I bought from a show down here years and years ago. I have to find it. They're good knives.
Yeah, mammoth tooth is cool. I want mammoth tooth 1911 grips too. That'd be sweet.
Dude, speaking of what's the meteorite ones?
The
C.
company that did the meteorite ones?
Starts with a C.
Cabot? Is it Cabot?
It is Cabot. That'd be cool.
Thomas, this is I think $250.
Those
maybe
are,
$300.
Riots are pretty good knives. I mean, they're not high dollar. Mine is the dull one I have that I need to send to you.
Yeah,
That thing
I just bought a sharpener.
Dude, you did it?
I did it. I bought it. Bought the sharpener.
Yes. So exciting. So I bought new knives the other night when you sent me the video. I bought new knives because my knives are dull. All of them. But I didn't buy $250 knives. I bought $100 knives.
So, okay, this is a great knife. $30.
Mm-hmm.
Ontario Rat, made in Taiwan.
I need to order those.
Great knife for $30.
That's nice.
The action's okay, not like drop shut,
That's okay.
but it's smooth.
Yeah.
So they have two versions, right? And you got to look right there. It says D2. That's the better metal.
Okay. So that's not just the size. That's the better.
No, this is the Oz 8 metal.
Okay.
It's subpar compared to for the price.
Yeah.
You're paying $30 for Oz 8. It's pretty bad. You want the D2.
Okay.
So make sure you get the D2 version.
Thomas, when you start buying real watches, we can talk. While you're buying fucking Breitling, with your Timex shit.
One of my good friends from high school, his family owns the largest watch store in Taiwan, and I've talked about buying watches, but I never got into it, man.
Could you maybe fix me up with these friends? Because I do like watches.
The hard part is don't know when you're going to get them because they would have to go back to Taiwan and bring it back.
Oh, they own. It's not like they could just ship it to me.
They bring it back.
I'm okay with. I can wait. I mean, if it's the right watch and I could get it, I'll wait a year.
I joke around with my friend. I'm like, hey, when are you guys gonna get me a Patek? He's like, dude, you want to afford a Patek?
So
I don't know if you know what those are.
Yeah.
Patek Philippe.
yeah, they're too big. They're too big time for me. Like I'm more of a. They're amazing. Like they're too dressy for me.
They are very dressy.
Thomas, I have a Daytona sitting in the fucking medicine cabinet that I broke the. What am I trying to say? The pin right at the base of the watch. It's not broken. I'm too scared to try to fix it myself. I don't.
Let me share my screen on Pateks. And he's like, "You're not gonna get a Patek." I'm like, "Yeah, you're probably right." So I just Google Patek. I mean, just the used one's 129,000, man.
Oh, dude, I would never.
Like,
that's so far out of my realm.
So yeah, it's kind of wild here.
Those are so. I'm more of like
372,000. Oh, 1.3 million. Cool. I will never wear a 1.3 million dollar watch.
Yeah, and for one, I would never wear. And Thomas, I'm fucking with you, dude. Good God, you've watched this long enough. I'm just screwing with you. So Breitling, for me, Breitlings are usually too big. I am not a 42, 46 millimeter guy. I want people to wonder what the watch is. Yeah, I mean, that's
all I need.
But
I don't want anything else.
Subs, I'm an old classic Rolex guy. I like Datejusts and things like that. Just the simple, normal little watches. Like I'm not a big Breitlings are beautiful watches. They all are. And they have one that's I forget the model, but it's like kind of blacked out and it's nice. It just they're so thick and so large. I'm not used to something that big. So I don't really like them. Just personal.
I just keep it simple. Apple Watch. I like the health timer. I like the health thing, the exercising, and then the oxygen level.
I'm still mad about that.
That's all I need, man.
Yeah, but
I don't care about anything else.
Remember when we talked about this? We got the new phones and the watches. I bought the wrong fucking watch because the guy at the store told me that there was no difference other than just an O2 sensor, and that's not the only difference.
Yeah, there's a lot of things.
And then I gashed this one. I gashed
I'm hard on watches, dude. You know what the Milgauss is? The Rolex that's like kind of green hue, black with the little lightning bolt. Well, basically what it is they develop these for certain, I forget the whole story, certain scientists. They're non-magnetic. They don't have a date roll in it. You don't have to worry about it getting fucked up with magnets or something. So I bought one. They're beautiful. Was unhooking my boat and took the safety chain off and spun it around the tongue of the trailer and put a fucking nick in the face. Like,
oh, Jesus.
The 6th or 7th day I wore it. That's why I don't wear nice watches anymore. I just wear an Apple Watch.
So speaking of watches, you know that Sangin? Is it Sangin? Sangin?
Yeah.
How are those?
All right. So
I see them all the time.
When you go back down into the $500 to $800 watches, they are nice. They feel right. I mean, remember this. It's that all manufacturers in the same manufacturer plant put together type shit, right?
Yeah.
You can buy knockoff Rolexes that are $1,000, $2,000. You can buy knockoff any name brand. Sangin, for me, they're very, very nice watches. They have a good movement. They are smooth. They're nice. They feel good in the hand, all that. But the only reason, in my opinion, that they're so sought after is because they release such limited amounts.
Yeah, and isn't it built by ex-military people?
The company is.
Okay.
I don't know who's actually manufacturing the parts for them or anything like that.
Oh, sure.
I know they're
by the same 4 factories.
One of them, right? Anderson makes them all, is all I know.
Yeah.
But no, they're very nice watches. Now that's more the style that I'm moving into is the 5. It's just they all look so much like a Submariner. They all want to look like Rolex. There's nothing more insulting than when you're walking down with a watch that looks like a Rolex for somebody to say, is that a sub? And you're like, oh no, man, it's this. It doesn't matter what the brand is. Nothing against Sangin, but you can't mimic that closely, in my opinion. I won't wear one because of that reason.
I actually, when I was younger, I cared a little more about watches because my friends in school, obviously his family owned that watch store.
Mhm.
They would talk about watches all the time. I'm like, okay, cool. But then as I grew older, I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
care.
yeah, Thomas. I mean, I'm not here to speculate. I don't. Again, I don't. It's more the principle behind it for me. I don't really care. I don't believe that for one, and number two, I just don't really. I found a hyperclone the other day that was like camoed out. It was
That's cool.
like black multicam was really fucking cool as a Rolex, but I will not bring myself to buy something like that. If I die tomorrow, I don't want my kids to go, man, I have all these badass watches, and they take them down to the fucking jeweler to get appraised, and they're like, oh, buddy, that $6,000 watch is a $600 watch. Like, I don't. They can take the guns; they'll be better off.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, shoot, an Apple Watch is like $1,000, right?
Not if you buy mine. No, I mean, it's not even for me. It's not.
Let me look that up.
It's not the price of the watch. It's not anything other than again, the big, heavy, like bulky watches for me are just people more trying to stand out. Where you have the more simple types that are just a little bit, they're more subtle, right? You're still flexing on people is the ultimate goal. That's why people fucking wear them. But they're just a little bit more subtle for me.
Sure. Oh no, they're not that. Well, I guess some of them with leather link 749. It's kind of expensive for an Apple Watch.
Oh,
$399.
Look up the Hermes brand.
Oh yeah.
That one's
Your
stupid.
last name?
Yeah, and it's just a big leather strap that they. I don't know. You're supposed to put it up your butt when you have the extra stuff or something. I don't know.
Oh my god, it's like a really long lanyard.
Yeah, it's stupid, and they're. I don't remember how much they are. $1,000.
Okay, let me share a screen so people can see what we're talking about. It's on Apple's website.
Yeah.
So look at this long strap.
It's just weird.
$13.99.
Yeah, I mean I
Because the only difference is the strap.
Yeah, but it's a $300 piece of leather that came out of the same cow's ass that I'm probably wearing a $3 belt with.
$14.99. Oh, with some metal clasp thing. Or may.
Yeah, but you have to see. Okay, so here's my thing about that. That means that you when you're buying something like that, sure, there's people that just like the brand and they want to do it, right?
Yeah.
You have to tell somebody that's what it is. I mean, you cannot go, oh, is that who makes that band? You're wanting people to ask that.
Wow.
So,
what? That's insane. $25,000 Apple Watches?
I know
Okay.
some of them are like gold, like just
That's
stupid
insane.
shit.
That's insane.
So
Why?
he was talking about the clone market. When I was in New York, I went to Chinatown specifically to check out the clone market. And it's the sketchiest thing besides buying drugs down there, allegedly, that I've seen in movies.
Yeah.
You literally walk down the street and you have to look the part or else they won't approach you. But the guys will walk up with a laminated piece of paper with every brand, style, model of the most popular watches you'd ever imagine. And they'll literally go upstairs, and I just stuck around. They'll tell you to wait downstairs. They'll run up to an apartment. They'll get the few you're interested in. They'll bring them to you. And they come in the little coffins, just like most people don't ship all watches in boxes. If you're on the wholesale side of things, they just give you a coffin with it in it, the little plastic case, and they'll ship your box separate. But they'll bring it down, and they feel real. They look pretty fucking real. If you don't know what you're looking at, it's very easy to pass these off as real. And they're heavy. I mean, the market is insane, and I don't exactly know how they get away with it. I know you're allowed to bring things like that over as long as it's within a certain number. I don't know what that is, but yeah.
Crazy. Yeah. I mean, obviously these people that clone or make fake things.
Well, it's keeping up with the Joneses, right?
They're getting pretty good. I mean, as technology advances, they can get better and better, right?
Mm-hmm.
As long as they don't screw up the wording, right? When they copy logos, they screw up the letters.
Okay, so a buddy of mine, while we were in New York, he bought one, and it was, I don't remember the model. I think it was a sub or something like that. But on the back, everything on the front looked good. If you didn't know watches, it was legit. If you knew watches, you could tell that the markings and all that, they weren't right. They weren't of the quality that you should see.
Sure.
But on the back,
you got to get real close to see that, right? You got to be like,
you have to be able to like.
You can't like be across the street and go, "Oh, that's fake."
No. To 9 times out of 10, if he would show people that didn't really know, oh yeah, it's real. But if you flipped it over to the back, it had like the back of the watch had like a trophy laser etched on it, something dumb. It was obvious once you flipped it over, but from the front, it looks okay. But yeah, he's right. It is a huge industry. And again, we're not talking a $20. You're still spending $600, $700, $800, $2,000.
Oh, wow. So
yeah, I mean, they are nice watches. They function, they work, they have great movement. I mean, they are good watches. They're just, for me, it's again, the principle of I'd rather just save. If I want to watch that, I'll just save up.
Sure.
And dude, I cannot get behind Invicta either. Mainly because they're so big. Those watches are like, they're like a G-Shock, but like the Indian dude at the kiosk has them. So they're gold plated and huge.
You remember Flavor Flav? You just gotta wear a necklace clock.
The whole thing. I want to start carrying a pocket watch.
Those are cool. I like those.
When
I wore a suit every day, I wanted to do one.
Well, I just got to figure. I don't want I don't want a nipple ring to the chain to my pocket. I want but how do you conveniently carry a pocket watch without just throwing it in the pile with your keys? You know what I mean?
Isn't that in your fifth pocket on your jeans? Is that what it was for?
Oh, fuck.
I think that's what it was for.
I mean, that's, I never thought about that.
And let's see, the fifth pocket in jeans, I think was made for a pocket watch.
By a ball pocket watch. Let's see. But here's the other thing. If I'm reaching in my pocket to pull something out to tell the time, it's going to be my phone.
It's a watch pocket, yeah. Pocket watches.
Huh. I didn't know that. I'm not a big pocket watch guy. I don't do clocks in the house. We don't have.
You don't have clocks in the house?
I mean, my fridge has a screen. My TV has a screen. My oven has a screen. Everything has a watch on it. Like my phones, we don't have clocks. Analog
one
clocks.
Clock in the house.
Yeah. And do you use it as time?
Yeah, sometimes because it's in the middle of the house.
Okay. I have one in my camper that I legitimately use, but
yeah. What?
But see, here's the thing.
So Brandon bought an $800 Invicta watch on a cruise ship for $100 just to get the cool ass hard case it came with.
They're not $800 watches. It's that thing where they put out a high retail and then mark them on sale, and then they get people to buy them. They're $100 watches. They're not. There's no way. Sundial. Dude, a pocket watch that's a sundial would be pretty cool.
You hold it out, you're like,
has a stand
just. It's about 4:30 right now.
They would tell you, unless it's cloudy, and then you're like, I'm sorry, I don't have the time. I don't know.
Time's not relevant right now. You should just keep going.
Now Thomas has me looking at watches again. I don't.
Nope. Don't get me down that road because I don't want to do it.
It's not really worth it.
Do I have anything else to show? Nope.
Show us your. Never mind.
Nothing cool.
Hey, so I was thinking, trying to think how to phrase it. I need to figure out if anybody's out there. I don't know if I can do this on YouTube or not, honestly, because I'm not trying to sell or buy any sort of YouTube restricted item or whatever. Stupid. I need to fill this gun wall. And obviously the way I'm not going to do it is by pursuing like stores, right? It's just not going to happen right now. And everything else is allocated. So just,
I don't know what ball watches are.
Ball's a brand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're nice. Like I just Googled their pocket watches and they range
I thought you meant like the compass ball, you know?
No. They range from like 25 to 3,500 for a pocket watch. And again, I don't.
So getting back to your wall, put your guns up there. What
Well, here's the thing though. This wall, I think we measured it's like, I forget what it is, like 15 feet across by 14 feet high, right? So let's see. So what I want to do is from there to there. Sorry, guys, this is going to fuck y'all up because now I'll never get it back where it was. What I want to do is do the whole. I found that. What was that brand? Do you remember the name of it? Adam recommended it to me, actually.
Secure It?
Yeah. So they have a showroom package that you can buy. It's like $750, which I know sounds like a lot, but as you know, when you start breaking down panels, that's not expensive.
No, it's not expensive at all because mine was quite a lot.
Yeah, your gun room's thousands in just the panels and the racks, and that's what I was looking at. I was like, man, I'm gonna have to spend like $2,000 on this wall. And then I stumbled upon those guys, and it's like, fuck. You've read it, right? I'm not reading the measurements wrong. You're talking $750 all in. So that's what's going to happen. The problem is I want them to be not necessarily like stacked, but I don't want to do the gap thing. I want to have it full. And that's a lot
of guns, man.
It's a lot of guns. And I don't have.
So what you'll have to do to make it look full is don't stack them vertically because that's when you can stack the most amount of guns. You got to lay them face out, so less guns take up more space.
So Thomas, I did Galotech was one of my top choices. Hold up displays, I really, really like. I do already have one of those that I just had in my garage at our old house. I really like the different styles you can do, and I like the way they fit in there. And I can turn.
They look nice.
I can turn corners with them because they have the angled brackets that you can literally put guns in the corner so you're not wasting that space. Now, this other brand, dude, I don't know. I'm not spending $3,000.
I think Iraq Veteran uses it. I've seen it on the back of his walls.
Okay, yeah. So that one on the left-hand side, that's the most popular. That little setup right there. So it's
that's quite expensive for that small amount of wall space.
That's standard though. That's the standard size that everybody else is. It's like 48 by 36 or something like that, I think.
Yep.
But it comes with all the racks. It comes with the stand. It comes with everything you see there is included. All the gun racks, the pistol racks, the plate carrier rack, all that is included. So it's the whole kit. Now I'm a dealer with Hold Up. I've moved a lot of their stuff on Review the Pew and things like that. I really do like them. But again, it would cost me $458 times, I think I don't remember what the math is, a lot. I'd have to have a lot of
panels. It's way more. It's probably more than Galotech, huh?
They're almost identical, actually. Galotech and Hold Up are almost identical. Now, you cross over to Secure It or whatever their name is. It's like a quarter of the price. So I think I'm going to go with them. But what I want to do is put one of those ladders, like the library ladders. I want to put a fucking rolling library ladder and a track up top to where I can just like move it across and grab a gun off the wall.
So you're talking that, right?
Yes. And they're not, $750.
Let's look at the dimensions. 16
inches. 16 inches. That's the small panel. You get 4 of those and 4 of the large. I can do the whole wall, and I think I'll have extra. Now, I do not, no offense to them, Secure It, those are not the most pretty looking walls. But
they're not awful.
No, they're not. And guess what? For $750, I will rattle can those bitches before I put them up.
Like if I want them to look different. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't see a problem with these. They look fine. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Iraq veteran uses them.
See, here's the other thing though, is once I do this, our house is secure. We've got all the bullshit, but I'd have to put a vault door in to feel
secure. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it sends me down a rabbit hole where, okay, do I want to put them up and take them down every night? Do I want to run like a lock through them? Or to be honest, my main concern is not theft. It's fire. That's my main thing.
Right.
So I mean, I'll probably.
I like these though, like the under bed storage.
Yes, I went down a rabbit hole with those guys. Not that one of the 16 people watching happens to be with Security, but if they are, they have some really cool shit.
Yeah, like the hidden gun safes. That's kind of cool. That's cool. The bins.
Yeah, those stackable bins, we use those at work. I've got a lot of those.
Yeah, man. I mean, I wouldn't mind one of these like within my vault room just to separate the FFL stuff.
So,
oh man, that's kind of expensive.
Yeah, they're not cheap, but so that's where I'm at right now. Okay, I could spend $750 on that wall and $2,000 to $3,000 on a vault door, right?
Yeah.
Or I need to buy another $2,000 to $3,000 safe. So do I spend another grand and do it up, or do I just go modest? I'm asking the wrong person by asking you.
Yeah. No, you're asking. I go all the way
because I want one of those Rhino metal safes.
Oh, dude, those are awesome.
I've wanted one of those for so long, and it's going to cost me $3,000-$4,000 for the size and the one I want.
I want like their desk. I want their. Yeah, those are awesome. Let's see.
We looked at outfitting the whole office in that. Dude, it's gonna be like $10,000 for a safe, a desk, like all the bullshit.
They're so cool.
They are, and they're super nice people. The guy that does their like online marketing stuff, I talked to him like a year ago before we even built our house. He was like, I was just telling him like, hey, how free?
Dude, 20% off right now, man.
I know. They do it. They do some sales, man.
Oh,
dude, look at that bar.
That's so awesome, man. It's all custom. 20 weeks. That's a lot of building, man.
Oh yeah, I mean they don't. I was gonna say they don't make those. So
that desk is awesome.
Yeah. Look at that thing,
dude. $8,700 for a desk. That's insane.
So go to their safes. Their safes are really not that bad. Price wise, they're rated. They have really, really good fire ratings and all that bullshit.
These aren't bad.
Look at that $4,100 one.
That looks cool.
I think that's the one I was looking at.
Yeah, I like this swing out door that they have right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's cool. Really cool.
Yeah, they're just pretty. I mean, they're pieces of furniture. I could put that in the office.
Yeah, that looks nice.
Yeah.
It's like rustic looking. If you have like a rustic decor, that's the way to do it.
I got a cowskin rug on the floor, so it fits perfectly.
Very nice. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get one of those. I already have a vault. If I'm going to put a safe within a safe, it's going to be a small, like, stack on cheap one.
Yeah, it's just for, like, that's pretty much what I need right now is I need to separate personal from FFL. Like that's.
Yeah, so I would put a cheap one in there for the FFL to separate out.
So I could just do the gun room, and then for personal, well, no, it'd be a mix, and then just have the FFL stuff in a safe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's where I'm sitting. 4,100 on a safe, or
it's sweet, man. I would get it.
Or like $3,000 on a vault door, $4,000 on a vault door, and a gun wall, and still buy guns, more guns.
How about all the above? Just do it.
Just all of it. Just fuck it.
Yeah.
I can't. We put too much concrete in the backyard.
Oh, for the pool?
Mm-hmm. Just fucking.
Well, you need it.
I do.
Are you going to get a generator system installed?
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be badass. I want to do one. Man, you know what I need? I need a freaking 4-wheeler with a plow.
No, just get a side by side. Don't get a fucking. Get a side. I'm serious. It's so much more comfortable when you're out there on, especially as cold as it gets up there, riding a fucking snowmobile or not a snowmobile.
We have the clothes for it.
What?
We have the clothes for it.
This doesn't make it fun. You want to be behind a windshield at least. You can just
people don't know about the snow that I got.
Yeah,
dude, we got like record snow here in one day. It was
3 feet.
It was
places.
It was close to 3 feet in one day. It was insane. I've never seen so much snow. Let me see if I can pull up some pictures. But yeah, I drove by my mom's house to pick her up the other day, and this is the neighbor's house.
I mean, it broke records for Wyoming, right?
Yeah, I will show you the picture here. And this was across from my mom's house. I was like, this is insane. I've never seen snow this high. And my mom lives close to the mountain.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, come on.
That's what Lee was saying. He was like, dude, we got a shitload up here.
You know, because iPhones like to take pictures in a different format than JPEG, it's becoming a problem.
So I'll explain. One photo I got was one of those fucking snow chewer upper things. What do you call them? Snowblower. And the stack is probably 3.5, 4 feet right off the ground to the top. And the snow was maybe 4 to 6 inches under that. Like it was just solid. I can't imagine. Brandon, I love how Brandon missed my pee break, which means I did it in such a classy way that nobody even noticed.
Yeah, you did.
We're getting good.
Okay, I got it. I got the picture.
Right.
Shoot, maybe not. Let's see here. So, God, I'm clicking all the wrong things here.
Story of my life, man. It's all good. We're winding down anyway, so we got time.
So this was just one. It's not one day. It lasted 2 days because it was overnight. So it was a total of about 18 hours of snow.
Jeez.
And this was across from my mom's house. Just one day. It's like you look at the
Yeah.
how it's piled up right here. It's almost to the top of the garage.
Yeah. So those are probably 7-foot doors, 8-foot doors.
Know.
Probably
I don't
8.
know. But that's insane for one day.
That's stupid. Yeah. So what?
Yeah.
You guys had to have shut down.
We did. We shut down. School got canceled for 2 days in a row. I've never seen that before. Yeah. And then it was late start on the third day. Yeah. I couldn't get out of my house on Monday.
Okay, so let's say you have that happen, right? And you go to open like your front door and it's just a wall of snow. How do you get out? Shovel?
Oh, it doesn't. If it drifts onto it, you would need a shovel. But then you try and find drifts only happen like where the wind, like the wind blows, right? So if you have an opposite door, you just go out through there.
Okay, that makes sense.
But then I don't know if you saw my video of me in the backyard. So I went to my backyard to shovel the vents, so the vents aren't blocked by snow.
Mm-hmm.
Like the heater vent and whatever vents that comes out of the house.
Sure.
So I was walking back there. I was like, "This is insane," and I made a video. And let me see, and I'll share it with you guys. I couldn't believe how high the snow was in the back of that. Yeah, in the back of my house.
Dude, 3 foot of snow, like legitimate, means like where the wind's blowing, you're probably like 6 to 8, just before the plows got out there. So I can't imagine what the roads look like.
So I can't show the video.
That's all right.
But in any event, the snow, I was walking in my backyard. The snow, I'm 5'11", and snow's at my waist. My whole leg was inside the snow, and I was up to my waist, just walking.
I just wouldn't have left. I don't. Because
how do you clear the vents, man?
How do you move through that?
No, you can't just walk. I mean, it's still pretty fluffy snow.
Okay.
Because it hasn't frozen yet.
Oh, okay. Fresh.
But man, it was to my waist. In one day, it was to my waist. Never seen that before in my life.
Yeah, that's when you said that it broke records, it's like that's for up there, that's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, funny people that aren't from here. They're like, "Did you guys still go to school or work or whatever?" I'm like, "No, this is exceptional."
That's a fair question because I've seen some shit storms up there when I've been there, and there's just school buses running like no big deal.
No, this was exceptional. What happened?
Yeah.
So
He should have built a tunnel.
my kids like start digging like World War II trenches
Yeah.
through our front yard. That's
That's
pretty
awesome.
funny with the neighbors, and they were like getting in the trenches. It's like they're literally like in warfare,
Yeah.
throwing snowballs at each other. They're in trenches hiding, and then they get up and start throwing snowballs. It's like Viet Cong stuff.
I want a flamethrower. You should get one.
After this, I thought about it really hard because it would make my life a lot easier if I just flame through a path.
Dude, I'll send you
for the cars.
I'll send you the link of the one that our buddy bought up there.
Yeah.
It shoots straight up napalm.
Yeah, and that might be a problem.
No,
Good thing I have firefighters around that live around me.
Well, yeah, I mean, you don't want to do it like over your bushes. You do it over the driveway, and then it just burns.
Yeah. Yep.
So,
yeah.
All right. Well,
that'd be pretty awesome.
We're at almost an hour and 40. I've got to go eat dinner. I didn't eat.
Oh, you haven't eaten yet, huh?
No, we got a late start. We didn't get back here after softball practice till late. So
when are we coming back on?
I don't know. I mean, we could do Friday. We could do Saturday. We could do Sunday. Why don't y'all vote? We could do 2 more. Doesn't matter to me.
Obviously, I'm in class. I'll be traveling, so I'll have my laptop.
That's right.
With me. I'll have my laptop with me and do a broadcast whenever. Just let me know.
Yeah, let's see how you're traveling tomorrow, right?
Mm-hmm.
You want to just do?
I travel and then I got nothing to do. I'm meeting up with Clayton. So.
Oh, cool. Okay, we'll see
he says he's gonna show me butthole, but I don't know.
He will.
Yeah.
He puts out for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. See what your schedule's like, and we'll just kind of wing it.
Yeah. Maybe I'll have Clayton on too, because he might
Why
be with me. Dr. Joe's gonna be with me too.
The more, the merrier.
Yeah. We'll probably get on and figure this out. We'll talk to you guys soon. Subscribe, YouTube. Get on it.
A lot of YouTube comments. You guys did great tonight.
Yep. Thank you.
Look at them all.
And we'll see you hopefully again this week.
Goodbye.